Ladies and gentlemen, of the interwebs out there, Sebastion, Envi, strong style cinephile. I'm continuing to effort a better setup for my home base. Don't have it right now, so we're doing some kind of MacGyver things because there's lantern news to talk about. So let's geek about it for a scant few minutes. Now, it was announced today that Lanterns, clever enough title, has been greenlit at HBO. It's going to be an 8-episode series. James Gunn and Peter Safran issued statements talking about it. Currently, Chris Munday from True Detective Night Country is serving as the showrunner and executive producer of the series. Damon Lindelof, who's from Watchmen and The Leftovers, and Tom King will co-write the series with Munday as well. Now, the logline for the series is brief, and it states that the series will follow new recruit John Stewart and Lantern legend Hal Jordan, two intergalactic cops drawn into a dark, Earth-based mystery as they investigate a murder in the American heartland. So, who's going to be Hal Jordan? Who's going to be John Stewart? I'm sure that's what everybody wants to know. We don't have any news on that to this point. How is that going to connect to Superman Legacy, which comes out next summer? There's a Green Lantern in there. Is he going to be referenced in Lanterns? Is he going to have a cameo in Lanterns? A lot of questions out there that need to be answered. Now, James Gunn and Peter Safran put out a statement that said, "We're thrilled to bring this seminal DC title to HBO with Chris, Damon, and Tom at the helm. John Stewart and Hal Jordan are two of DC's most compelling characters and Lanterns. Brings them to life in an original detective story that is a foundational part of the unified DCU we're launching next summer." Now, unless I'm misremembering, Zack Snyder had planned something years ago with Green Lantern Corps. I think it was like an anthology series. I could be wrong about that. Somebody can correct me. But beyond that, HBO Max was developing a Green Lantern series with Greg Berlanti, who's behind the Arrowverse, and apparently one of the writers on the 2011 Green Lantern film. Ugh. That series was going to focus on Green Lanterns Guy Gardner and Alan Scott. The show even cast Finn Wittrock and Jeremy Irvine as Gardner and Scott. And in 2022, there's an overhaul of that, and the series was reformatted to focus on John Stewart. And in 2023, DC Studios scrapped the Berlanti-led Green Lantern show altogether in favor of Lanterns. Greg's vision was more of a space opera that he wanted to do, Safran said at a press event unveiling the new DC slate. "Our vision is more True Detective, more of a terrestrial-based investigation story. We all agreed to part ways." And then, of course, you have Munday, who was working on True Detective Night Country. So is he going to just do True Detective, except make it with Green Lanterns? But then you also have to look at Green Lanterns, and what would be a holdup from making it is the expenses that go into it. Light constructs and the light powers and stuff like that. I mean, how much of that, now I'm kind of thinking about that. Like, how much are we going to get in the show of that? How much money? What's the budget on this show going to be? That's a really interesting question. How is it going to be spread over those 8 episodes? Is the ring only going to fire up maybe like once or twice an episode? And are they going to be basic constructs? Or are they going to actually be some cool Green Lantern shit? But it'll be interesting to kind of see how this all comes together. I like the idea that Hal is the vet and John Stewart is the new guy. For a lot of people who grew up watching Justice League and the DC animated universe, John Stewart is their Green Lantern. John Stewart is the Green Lantern for a whole generation of people, as much as Hal Jordan is the Green Lantern for a generation of people. Now, we had the Green Lantern animated movie. I'm drawing a blank as to what it was called, but it had Aldous Hodge as the voice of Green Lantern, following up in the Crisis on Infinite Earths multi-part series of animated films that they're doing. He's reprising his role as John Stewart in that. So John Stewart is getting some shine. It's some recent shine. So like I said, we don't know much about this, what his connection to Superman Legacy is going to be, but it's Lanterns, and it's apparently going to be happening. A lot of things have been plotted and planned and greenlit and, over the years, and that have not happened. But it's James Gunn. I trust him. I trust his track record. I trust Warner's faith in him to actually make the shit happen that he's, wanting to do. So, I guess how it all plays out, how it all comes together, we'll find out together. Anyway, those are my thoughts on it, scattered as they often are. What do you guys out there think? Let me know in the comments below. Follow me on social media. Talk to me there. Talk to me here. Until next time, of course, and always. Yeah, now that I'm done, you're going to sit down and stop making noise, huh? Yeah, that's about how it goes. What are you eating? Let us, Geek. What are you eating?